Put your leg in the car and have a seat, okay?
Oh my gosh.
All right?
In part one, we followed the moment Rosie, the mother, returned to her hotel room until police confirmed the child did not survive.
So there's some other markings to the baby's face.
Yeah, she hit her head earlier today, and it was also my fault.
Part one stopped at the scene, where initial explanations remained vague, and the truth was yet to be revealed. In part two, the story enters a decisive phase, and Malik Kyrie Kennedy, the last person alone with Trinity, can no longer avoid the contradictions in his own words. This is the part where the truth is no longer based on emotion, but is determined by evidence, forensics, and the final verdict. Law enforcement seized a bottle of melatonin and marked it as evidence.
How long before is she sleeping? How long does it usually take to kick in? Today?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, because I'll be honest, I normally never know how long it takes to kick in.
So, what time did you put her in the bed?
Well, she been in and out of the bed early, so it was more so she been in and out of the bed. She was never like in the bed permanently. She just was in and out of the bed. But I think after my mom left, she took a nap. Woke back up. 3 or 4. So it's 2, 3.
That's what time she fell asleep?
In and out. She was in and out, going to sleep.
Kennedy states Rosie returned around 5 p.m. and found Trinity in bed.
And then what time did Rosie get back to the room today?
Like 5, something.
Now, how did she get into the room?
I let her. I let her.
Is that right? Okay. Now, when she's in the room, where's Trinity at?
In the bed.
Still in bed? Okay. And then at what point did she pick her up? Like I said, I'm trying to figure out the timeline.
Just check on her. She tried to check, like she was checking her, like.
Under questioning, he admits to pinching Trinity's left cheek, which investigators connect to visible facial injuries.
Like we were talking about it, I told her like normally like if Trinity does something and then like I basically like I was like I pinched her and then she was like like okay today so she's like you know you gotta be careful she bruises.
So where you didn't mention the part of pinching, so where did you pinch her at?
But that was it. So I did that on her cheek though.
On her cheek? Which side? Left side.
Do you notice how this confession is entirely consistent with the bruises initially observed? This undermines the claim of accidental injury.
Why did you pinch her for?
Pretty much the crying and everything else, anything. It was pretty much a head on, like a head up.
What's everything else?
Like just the crying, kicking stuff over, spilling juice, doing stuff like that.
So you got pretty agitated today, huh? I guess I saw the text message. I saw the text messages that you sent. I mean, is it just today that she was just?
It's not
terrible twos kind of just kicked in. Like
it's every day.
Yeah. You just tired
since
of
I
it.
met her.
Yeah.
Since I met.
I mean, these text messages you have never sent in the past before.
Kennedy admits he was frustrated and angry that day.
So why did it bother you today?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you were pretty much venting to her.
Yeah, I was venting to her.
Well, I mean, I didn't see it was in the previous messages.
I didn't say in the text messages. I just always vent to her. Like I always tell her. But I know it was another text. I actually texted her. Not too long ago. It was before this. I texted her. Yeah, I was venting to her. But normally I don't text her. Or if I do, either I text her or I talk to her.
During the interview, Detective Rockburn questioned Kennedy, asking him to explain how his stress with Trinity might have affected his behavior. From the text messages exchanged with Rosie, investigators noticed Kennedy had expressed frustration at having to care for the little girl.
So there's some other markings to the baby's face.
Yeah, she hit her head earlier today, and it was also my fault because my mom seen it like when she walked out, and like I had put her on the bed, her head hit the headboard.
Your mom didn't, can you
her head hit the headboard, basically.
So when did that happen?
That was right before she left, right before she left.
Who left?
Rose.
Okay. And where are the other markings on her face?
From either past or past, really.
What?
From the past, really. Like, basically, I'm This is not my first time, like I'd be like, pinch her or something, so. But that would be my way of, like, she'll tell me, like, you gotta find a way to, like, work it out or whatever it is, and I just, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how to handle it or whatever. And that's the way I end up going about it, just, I'm pinch her.
How hard did you pinch her?
Depends.
When you pinched her today, did she cry?
She always cry.
Huh?
She always cry.
Jeremy cries?
Listen to Kennedy's explanation as it begins to change, shifting from being under anesthesia to an accidental impact, a point later refuted by investigators.
When we talked to Rosie, she never told me about hitting the head on the headboard.
She probably didn't even think about it, like, to even tell you, or I don't know.
She had the right state of mind to tell us that you pinched her.
I'm not saying she had the right state of mind, but I'm saying she definitely probably not thinking about that, like, to add that, so.
Something like that, kid hitting the head on the headboard, that'd be pretty tragic. So
yeah.
So, was she in the room when it happened?
She was leaving.
Okay, so she's probably out of the room then, huh?
Kennedy both agreed with the detective and shook his head, a sign that might indicate his words weren't entirely truthful.
He shakes his head.
So what else happened in that room today?
That's it. Nah, pretty much just, we went through that whole stage of going through that, me and Trinity, we have our own thing, we just bump heads.
Did you just get fed up today?
I can't lie, I was angry. That's the
Trying to play a video game. Screaming on top of her lungs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did the neighbors knock on the door?
No.
The room service come to the door?
No.
Did the hotel staff come to the door and say, hey, what the hell's going on here?
No, they just, no.
Kennedy told investigators that he was often irritable, and when asked specifically what caused it, he replied that it could be anything.
Anything can agitate me. Anything.
But more or less today, you were really agitated because the kid was crying.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
I'd say, yeah.
So how did Trinity get the bump on the head? Really?
Headboard.
Okay. What about was it a cut on the lip?
Yeah, there was multiple.
No, she barely lived.
No,
Well,
that wasn't a bite mark.
but regardless of, you're gonna tell me something, but I'm just gonna go in my side, so she bumped her head.
What about the lip though?
And up in the lip, she bumped her. Yeah,
Did that happen today?
it happened today.
Now how did it happen?
Probably when I made her head on headboard.
You made her head on the headboard?
Not like I did it, like I just did it, and that's the problem, like, and that's what's even making me go to, like, it's the fact that, like when I did that and everything, like, it wasn't intentional, it's not
I know.
on purpose,
Listen,
it's not.
we're not saying you did it on purpose, okay? So we're just trying to get your son's story, man. Okay. So how did you make her head on the headboard? Walk me through it.
I was like, I don't know, like, I had just like really put her in the bed, like, I don't know, and then she had it, like, I don't know, I guess it was the way I did it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did it, it was weird, however I did it. I mean, it hit the headboard. My mom asked, she was like, she said something to me, she was like, she said something, I don't remember what she said, but I remember her saying she got on me about it, and I was like, because we just had a argument or whatever.
So did you pick the kid up and throw the kid against the headboard?
No, it was more like
I said, you're not describing like it. You're not doing a very good job explaining it. So
not pretty good at that at all, really, when it comes to things.
Okay, take a deep breath, relax. Just how did you do it?
Investigators confront Kennedy about towels with biological traces found in the trash. After initially denying knowledge, he admits using towels to clean biological material from Trinity's mouth.
So why are there bloody towels in the trash can? Tell me about
From
that.
her lip.
From
her lip. Her lip was bleeding.
And how did her lip start bleeding?
From her, I assume. Most part, I assume it was from her.
Do you notice the contradiction here? Kennedy says he knows nothing about the cuts on Trinity's lip, but then says he used a towel to wipe the blood from her. At that moment, Corporal Limber rose from his chair and left the room to take a closer look at how a 2-year-old could be injured. He brought in a baby doll. Kennedy is asked to demonstrate how Trinity could have hit her head. He struggles to explain and avoids demonstrating force.
Do me a favor and show me how you grabbed her. Like, how you tossed her against the headboard.
No, like,
Just the headboard. How far away were you?
pretty close, like this. He's like,
Okay, so show me how you grabbed her. Just pretend that this is the size.
I really don't know.
Okay, well, how would you know
I
that?
just know, like, however I did it, I ended up, like, I don't know, like, put her on the bed, like, I don't know, like, throw her on the bed, and then, like, she hit her head on her head, her mom, like, literally said something to me about it, and I was like, okay, like.
Listen, we know Rosie wasn't through at that time. Okay, that's something that she would.
She knows she left, even if she didn't tell you guys. This is why I don't even want to talk, like,
okay.
because, like,
we need to figure
I feel
out
like, yeah, I'm trying, but you're saying she didn't tell you that part, like I'm lying or something, like.
We're not saying you're lying.
It's just, she was leaving, like, I don't know, y'all can go back and ask, like, she left, like, when she was leaving, she said something to me, like, it was right before she walked out, like, she was already, like, halfway out the door, like, she was there.
Alright, so let's get past that. How did you grab? Show me how you normally grab her. How do you normally grab her? Her name's Rose, right? Trinity, sorry. How do you normally grab Trinity?
Like, I might pick her up, like, this.
Okay. So how did you do it today?
Same thing.
This is the point where Kennedy's testimony is exposed, as the physical evidence contradicts his explanation of the accident. Detectives point out contradictions in Kennedy's account. He becomes defensive and says he feels accused.
It's ever different. It's always the same. It's either, like I say, from the crime, from the work schedule, from even what I do. Like, I'm not even just saying from, like, dealing with her. Even from what I do, like, the whole process. Like, if I punish her, and that could be any way. That's taking away your tablet, your juice, the sweets, make you go stand in a corner. Even if I pinch her cheek, and I'm not doing this to be like that. You know, as my mom told me, you know, and I tell her I don't do that to, you know, like, be like that. It's her, you know, and I gotta learn to, because I'm new and it's all new. So I'm just like.
Kennedy attempts to explain his discomfort in the hotel room, revealing that he was annoyed with Trinity and at one point called the child a nuisance.
I know the difference between you're crying, and I know the difference between you just being irritated, like, or irritating. Either way, I know the difference. So, like.
So what was the difference today?
You know, it's always the same, like I said. It's never not different. It's always the same thing.
Detective Rockburn continued to question Kennedy about any other actions he might have taken to punish Trinity. Kennedy reiterated that he had given her melatonin, but did not specifically mention any physical harm in the hotel room. Malik placed both hands palms down on the table, presumably to allow investigators to look for signs that a struggle might have occurred.
Because even if you gave her a vial of melatonin, she would have woken up. And Rosie grabbed her. So why didn't she not wake up?
I don't know. Because before Rose even came, she was asleep. She was fine. So.
So why were there bloody towels in the trash can?
I already answered that.
Well, it was more from. There was a lot of blood more from within than just a cutlet.
No, that was all good.
Let me see your hands, Malik. Put them on the table.
Kennedy admits he may have been too aggressive, stating he did not realize his own strength. He remains vague about specific actions.
So what'd you do with your hands today?
You're assuming I beat her? I hit her or something?
I'm not assuming that. I said, what did you do with your hands?
That's assuming, basically.
No.
That's basically you're trying to tell me I was hitting on her or something like that. Like, I already peeped the whole entire game, and it's like I'm trying to tell you guys what happened, what I did, what's going on, everything, and y'all.
Oh, you are, but I think you're leaving some parts out.
There's no parts left being out. That I promise that. Like, I already know, so I'm just like.
What do you already know?
The way you guys are coming at me, like, do I need to just go ahead and just...
Investigators remind him that Trinity Maria Kyles is deceased, and that he was the last person alone with her.
I don't know how we're...
Listen.
We have a dead baby in room 206, okay?
You were the last person with Trinity. I understand, you know, you've been tasked out with this responsibility that you probably don't want nothing to do with. Because how old are you? 24?
24.
Okay, you don't have any kids yourself. So why should you have to be watching this child when it's not even your responsibility, right?
I don't want you to put it like that.
Okay, but it's been a lot too. It's been hard on you, let's just put it that way, right?
Right.
Okay, you're 24 years old, you're trying to support your girlfriend, and now you gotta support a child, and you're working full time, and now when she's working, you have to watch the child, and then you probably have to get ready for work, right? And were you supposed to work today?
Yeah.
And it blew up today.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. You're young, man. I understand. You got agitated. You're trying to play your game. She's running around screaming her head off. You're probably worried about that it's bothering the next door neighbors. But listen, man. You need to be honest with me and tell me what happened in that room, okay? Because a bottle of melatonin isn't going to hurt a baby.
Maybe it's because I was just too aggressive.
Okay. Just take a deep breath. How are you too aggressive?
Like, just don't know my own strength. I don't know, like, maybe I hurt her.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere, okay?
But I don't know how.
Okay.
That's the part that's blowing me. I don't know how I hurt her.
It's on top of your tongue, okay? You want to tell me what happened. And you know what? I think you'd feel better if you did tell me what happened. You need somebody to talk to right now. You just can't hold this in. It's a lot for you.
This was more of a reluctant admission than a full acceptance of responsibility, as there had been no prior clear explanation for the fatal injuries. At trial, additional evidence clarifies what occurred inside room 206. Medical findings determined Trinity's death resulted from intentional harm and is classified as homicide. This ruling directly contradicts earlier claims of accidents or misunderstandings, solidifying the case against Kennedy. On May 2nd, 2024, exactly 1 year after Trinity's death, a jury reaches a verdict in a single day. Kennedy is sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Trinity's family later honors her with a vigil, remembering her joyful spirit. The case concludes with legal accountability, though no outcome can restore what was lost. The conflicting testimonies, the injuries, and the forensic evidence ultimately revealed what no justification could conceal. Malik Kyrie Kennedy was the last person left alone with Trinity Maria Kyles. Justice was served, but no sentence could bring Trinity back. If you are forced to leave your child with someone else, make sure they are experienced, patient, and understand the boundaries of childcare. Thank you for following the case to the end. See you in the next story, tomorrow on Liu.